just to give you guys a quick disclaimer, the thoughts of certain guests on our program are not necessarily the thoughts of SVR 845 or Rogue Nation 845, but we do promote people speaking freely on their thoughts on certain things.
And soon we're gonna sit at a table and talk about retired.
Oh, wait.
We want some of this earth.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta laugh at this.
Because we're a
Yeah.
tennis man.
Yeah,
Country of
that's good. This? Yeah, say the name of the dead in my head over and over. Sober reality, kill man dead, black, brown, red. Hostile with a bad, soon sacrifice you to these deities feeding me these evil thoughts. Never believe in city, state, federal system of unjust us, unjust us. Again, we already dying from just us. What's us supposed to do? Take a poem? Are you? Huh? Run, you silly, savage, man is murder. Incline, thoughts serving you, it's just a purpose. And you pay attention, they playing you, showing you images of things that don't exist. A hidden hand, demonic intent, ideology, sadistic, Santa Claus-ish. Been for the people, let's build and destroy. War games, it's all in your mind. Illusionary content for the of burying you. It's on my bucket list. Yeah.
Mama, where do we go? The air is so cold. There were stories that were told that no longer feel old. They get scared when we speak. Try to block.
What's good, y'all? I'm running around today. Got so many things to do. I gotta wash this car. I got a lot of other things I gotta do. So I'm gonna leave you guys with my boy, and he's gonna give you some of his daily thoughts. So I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe below. I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Alright? Peace.
Don't need no more favors or platitudes from fake saviors. My attitude was gracious, now it's more tenacious. The media will bait us, along with presidents that hate us. Another song to date us, asking Lord, please take us.
Two black wings, I fly through the night sky. High, ready to die. Feel nothing, veins pump ice mixed with formaldehyde. And my
Because I discovered finishing wax. I used to poly everything, you know what I mean? But now I got this finishing wax. Yo, for real? If I show you this thing that he made off of pallet wood, you wouldn't believe this piece of wood was in my garage outside for 2 years. How you been?
Alright, man.
Live from the planet. That's what this place is, Planet. I can get my address though. It's so called Planet. What we talking about? 45? Alright. What I said about 4 years ago was this. How you know that shit is going to run crazy? It's because he's reckless. Alright? How do you tell he's reckless? Stormy Daniels. What is Stormy Daniels? Stormy Daniels is a porn star. Ain't no man alive, quote unquote. That's how the thinking is. I had sex with a porn star. Okay, you had sex with a porn star. Why you were married? Okay, by the way, all right. With as many prenups as you got, all right. That's not the reckless part. What is she again? She's a porn star, right? This dude went raw dog on a porn star. Okay, that's all I need to know. And we all know people like that. You know, some of your fellas is like, yo, you know who to drink behind and you know who not to drink behind. You know who to smoke behind and you know who not to smoke behind. Okay? Because you know your dude is, that's my boy, but you be doing some questionable things. Same thing. Ice Cube's not wrong. Listen, like the man or not, Donald Trump is the president of the United States. So, therefore, as long as he's got that big ass seal in front of him, you gotta go talk to him. You might not like it. You can say, hey, and throw your hands up and say, screw it. But most people fall under the interpretation that most black people have to think democratic, they think like a Democrat with the Democratic Party. All right, I'm not kicking dust on them. I'm not kicking dust. Well, I used to not kick dust on the Republicans, but they sold their soul to the devil 4 years ago because Republicans who were, you knew where they stood on, they totally flipped the script. But back to Ice Cube. It's a play because they coming against it because they know he's right in a sense. Okay? I didn't see his plan. I don't know anything about the plan. But he's right in the sense that you're going to have to talk to whoever has the power. If I'm thirsty and I hate your guts, but you're the only person that got water in town, guess who I got to go talk to now? All right? I'm looking at my wife saying, you gotta go down there and talk to dude. What's the difference? You just don't like it because he's not towing your party line. And like he said, he ain't playing politics. And I loved it because I saw him on Cuomo's show on CNN. He's not playing politics and he's not supposed to. Okay? But see, you gotta understand this too. Alright? And this is what they will not tell you in the media or you won't see. You just gotta look at the numbers and you understand what I'm talking about. The country is polarized, right? Damn near 50-50, right? Okay. We have, pardon the pun, the Trump card, right? Because if both of y'all are loggerheads, stalemate, shouldn't you be trying to flatter me? Shouldn't you be trying to say Republican, say or Democrat? Ain't you supposed to try to flatter me so I could tip the scale one way or the other? What's that thing? The old saying is the stick that broke the camel's back. The straw. If I'm that straw, that one light straw that you can carry around, but I throw on that scale that tips your scale, do I have power or do I not have power? Or are you trying to con me to give up my power just to chuck and jive? No, I have power. So which way my straw lands, you best believe I'm going to have my hands out for entitlements. All right? That's power. That's how you negotiate. If it was 75-25, either the Republican or Democrat, I have no power now. But y'all 50-50. 51 wins. 49 loses. Only 2 digits apart. That's where you gotta know your power. Y'all. Power in this country is never given. You must take it. I've always been saying this. The movie The Departed. Watch the first 5 minutes of that movie. Listen very, very carefully to Jack Nicholson's character as he speaks. Alright? And then he speaks about quote-unquote Negroes. Alright? They ain't gonna give it to you, baby. You gotta take it. Alright? Ain't nothing given. That's the beautiful part about this country. Ain't nothing given. You have to take it. If you take it, nobody's gonna bother you. As long as you follow the right path and exploit loopholes. That's the whole point of loopholes being. Don't get mad. Study the game. And this, trust me, this is a game. It's a big ass game. Big cabal game. Big corporation game. Because this is not but corporation. Hence why you got one state mandating masks, another state not mandating masks. Best example is the gun laws in this country. All right? If I live in Utah, or pretty much live anywhere, you could apply for out-of-state permits and whatnot. I'm going to apply for my Utah permit because that's the most popular because it gives you reciprocity in a lot more states from out here. All right? Because if I get my Utah permit, most likely I'm permitted in a number of other states. I have my Utah permit. I go to downtown Manhattan. No weapons allowed in the place. I want to store my firearm in the lot or whatever. I go to the police officer, Mr. Officer, yes, I want to secure my gun. He's going to look at you. See, you have a Utah permit. You know what that New York police officer is going to do? He's going to ask you to slowly turn around, put your hands behind your back, and he's going to take you away. Now, he did not violate your Second Amendment right. Okay? The whole falsehoods of people saying they're going to take your Second Amendment away. Well, in order for an amendment to be put on, see, this is why you need to study civics. Most people don't. They just listen to a box called television. An amendment needs 3/4 of the states to approve it. All right? Which I believe in order to disapprove an amendment, you need 3/4 of the state to disapprove. Now, you can't get states to agree that the sky is flipping blue and water is wet. How the hell are you going to get 3/4 of the states to agree? It ain't going to happen. All right? But now, this is my layman's term. My layman mind is looking at the Second Amendment. Read it. It only takes about 15 seconds if you've got a first grade education. You know, it's not very long at all. All right. Now, if states require you to have a permit, isn't that violating your Second Amendment? According to Johnny Taliban and the rifle crew bringing rifles to the Capitol, thinking they don't shoot a virus and whatnot. And if it is a violation because you need a permit, how come the Supreme Court has not thrown it out yet? It's because they are not violating the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment, if you look at it, if you really want to interpret it, it's very, very narrow. All right? Yes, I have the right to bear arms. I'm all over the place with the amendment. With well-organized militia, whatnot, etc., etc. Okay. I can have a Sherman tank, AR-15s, AK-47s, the guns of Rambo 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right? The government cannot infringe on my right and take those weapons away from me. All right? But I'm in my dwelling. And I'm on my lands. Once I step out on that street in that public theater, I have to enter to the state now. Okay? So what's going to happen is people are going to keep pushing this. Johnny Taliban and his brother Tommy Taliban are going to keep running to these state capitals running armed to the tooth. What do you think these governments are going to do? Well, like I told you before, I told you when the government wants to come after your arms, they are not sending your local police department.
Get inside! Get your house down! Let's go! Light him up! Go inside now! Get in the house!
Never let someone else do what